What's going on, Transcendent Family? Welcome to episode 4 of Skinny to Pro. And in today's episode, we're going to discuss training to build muscle. What intention do you have to train to build muscle? And you may have noticed from the title, are you training with the right intent? I think every single training modality can make sense given that you actually identified your goals, right? A lot of times we try different styles of training, and there's nothing wrong with sampling different styles of training and trying to figure out which one works best for your body. But there's a certain mindset, a certain intention that you have to go into your training with if your goal is blank. And so today, if your goal is to build muscle, which we know that building muscle helps speed up your metabolism and help you lean out, both men or women, this is something that you'll want to do just to be healthy, regardless if you're trying to really push it to the extremes of a bodybuilder. We're going to just talk about what it looks like to train to build muscle and what intention you need to have to be able to do so effectively. Let's get into it. All right, you all. So I just finished at the barbershop, got a cut, you know what I'm saying, and got a manicure and a pedicure. And I know there's going to be some fellas that try and clown me in the comments. I really don't care, because at the end of the day, if you are too manly to take care of yourself, take care of your skin, I don't even know what to tell you. You're just on your own. And one other thing too, if you're looking to get in the sport of bodybuilding, one of the things they talked about at the Fit Expo is a lot of guys kind of mess up by not taking care of their skin, right? And so, believe it or not, even though I'm a darker complexion, I get tanned when I go on stage. And no matter how dark you are, you're gonna get tan, because if you wear short sleeves, you're gonna have an uneven skin tone. And when it comes to that tan, it doesn't really adhere to everybody's body the same way. Some people actually struggle because they don't take care of their skin, and you know, it's not able to really adhere to dead skin cells and everything like that. So if you don't take care of yourself, even outside of the sport of bodybuilding, like you're too manly to just take care of yourself, and y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all see the beard videos, y'all see the hair videos, you're tripping. So I'm on the way to train some clients. It's not a full day of just chilling, you know what I mean, getting the hair and the nails and all that stuff. So on the way there, terrible YouTuber mistake. I don't think I have my tripod in my bag, so I'm like, sheesh, because I was actually going to take you all, and I'm not even going to say I was going to actually, I'm still going to take you all through my workout. But the only thing is, it may not be the best angle, so bear with me. I'm going to give you all some tips during and of course after, like I always do. We got an upper body day today, and that's super exciting because I haven't shown you all upper body in a while, and we're going to keep continuing to get into some of these tips. But one thing I wanted to tell you all real quick is the importance of sleep. Like, I am feeling it today. I have been doing lots of adulting. Both my wife and I have been doing a lot of adulting, and honestly, it hasn't been bad. I'm not going to complain, because pressure is a privilege. Keep that in mind. But it has been taking up a lot of our time, some of the stuff that we've been doing now, and your boy is feeling it. So I just got a smoothie from Smoothie King. I got a coffee, high protein. Needed the protein because I'm on the run right now. The calories, and needed a little bit of caffeine transparently as well. So yeah, I'm gonna give it all I got. But one thing I want to tell you all is, if you're looking to build muscle, if you're looking to accomplish any fitness goal, you need to make sure that you're getting sleep. Like, there's nothing that you can take supplement wise, there's nothing that you can eat that can make up for poor sleep. And that's one of the things that I told you all in the beginning, before this series even started. That is my biggest bottleneck, and it's actually been getting so much better. These last 2 weeks have been a challenge. My wife a week ago was sick for 2 weeks straight, and then I got sick a little bit during that time, and then now we're on the run. But for the most part, before that and kind of getting back into it now, the sleep is starting to come back around. But I can't stress this enough. It doesn't matter what fitness goal you have. You can have a brain goal of wanting to be smarter. You need to get your sleep. Otherwise, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, and you're only getting 50%, if that, if you're lucky, of your maximum potential. All right, you all, so we made it to the most crucial and fun part of the day, upper body workout, courtesy of your boy. So I'm gonna do this one a little bit differently. I've been kind of finishing the workout, giving you all tips at the end, and I'll probably still do that a little bit, but today I'm gonna really focus on my workout, and I'm gonna give you all live feedback as I perform it. You're gonna see how that goes in a second. I'm excited. Let's go ahead, get this chest, these shoulders, these arms. Let's get everything pumped up. Let's get it. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, today we're going to talk about, do you have the right intention with your training to maximize the amount of muscle you're building? And with this topic, it's very nuanced. There's a lot of different rabbit holes you can go down, but we're just going to focus on intent because that's where I see a lot of people going wrong. And you can see here I'm warming up my full body because even though it's upper body day, you want to warm up the full body. Now, this first movement I'm doing is called a guillotine press. And as you can see, it's exactly as it sounds. I'm bringing that bar down right over my neck. My elbows are flared. This allows me to really maximize upper chest activation, which if you watch my last video, that's one of the areas they say I need to bring up. I'm going slow. I'm not using heavy weight. I'm really focusing on that connection, make sure I can feel it and make sure the form is crisp. Secondly, here we have the incline dumbbell press. And really what I'm doing here, you see me really pushing my chest out. I really want to focus on that stretch on the chest again. I'm getting those dumbbells super low, trying to get them to kiss the inside of my shoulders, almost my biceps really. And honestly, again, I'm gonna be transparent with you all and tell you different things I could work on with my form. Here, I'm so busy trying to push my chest up, you can actually see my butt almost raising off the bench. Not quite, but it's almost there. So you wanna avoid that, but again, really focusing on the stretch with this. Thirdly, we're not done. I was feeling fresh, so we're gonna go ahead and finish the chest all the way off. I'm doing incline flies. And if you notice here at the bottom of the rep, when I start coming back up, I start with my chest. So really pay attention here. I'm zooming in. You're noticing I'm pushing and really contracting my chest together first and then letting my arms follow, because again, this is a chest movement. I don't want to get lost in the sauce and just have my arms flapping like wings. I want to make sure that my chest, especially my upper chest, is really feeling this burn. And notice the intent here with these first three movements and the rest of the movements. First and foremost, form, and making sure secondly that I'm connected with the target muscle group. All right, so now we're moving on to some incline rows. I really love this movement for clients because this allows them to get their core out of the equation and really focus on their back and just really look at this stretch that I'm getting here. I'm letting my shoulder blades spread apart at the bottom, and I added the wraps in because again, I am really focused on building muscle here. While I want longevity because that is important and getting forearm strength, grip strength is gonna be crucial, I don't want that to be a limiting factor here as I'm working on my back, so I added some straps to this movement. And you know, wouldn't be a bodybuilding training session if I didn't practice posing, so that's my front pose. I have a lot of work to do, and I have even more work to do on my back pose, but you know, we're getting somewhere. Here, I was just trying to focus on the spread. As you can see in this clip here, did a lot better job, so we still working. And of course, I have to do my favorite back movement, maybe even favorite movement of all time, pull-ups. If you all know my background from back in the day, got my start with calisthenics, and this is the perfect movement to give you all a really tangible example of what it means to train with a different intent. So kind of what I said in that past video when I was going through the live posing critique, I've always done pull-ups, and it's made my back look absolutely amazing. But the biggest difference now that I'm bodybuilding is saying, hey, can I connect to my back while I'm doing pull-ups? Because before I'm just repping it out, the intention is to get as many reps as possible. Now the intention is how big can I get my back from doing pull-ups? And so that's a completely different intention. Next movement, I got some cross bench pullovers. Absolutely love these. I'm actually doing this with the mindset of focusing on my back. Some people do it to focus on their chest. And these have just been honestly feeling amazing in terms of the connection and the stretch. And one thing I just wanted to mention too, when we talk about different intentions, this is something that people just typically tend to get wrong with strength training as a whole, regardless if they're really trying to maximize how much muscle they're building or not. And that is, you all don't rest. You don't have rest periods. You finish your movement, you go straight into the next one. You don't have any kind of rest period. And whenever you're strength training, you want to have rest periods, at least a minute, at least. In this workout, my rest periods are between a minute and 3 minutes, just depends on how I'm feeling. And moving straight along here, we're gonna get straight into the Z press. This is for shoulders, but I love it because it also forces you to activate your core. You don't have any leg drive. You can't lean too far back. Otherwise, that barbell will be over your neck and you'll be on the ground. I love starting clients off here because it sets them up for every other overhead pressing position, gets your core bulletproof. And again, core encompasses your lower back. And again, it's just really gonna build your shoulders. I'll show you another set here. This is me just really pressing it out. One of the things I could have done better here is actually stick the top a little bit more, because you get a lot of activation, a lot of stabilization from that top position. And next we have lateral shoulder raises, and I'm not even gonna lie to you all, I played myself. So as you can see, I'm lifting the 30s. I'm not even making it to parallel, let alone trying to break parallel. And this is one of those times where even though I have been lifting for years, I still fall victim to this. I'm sure you all do too. You see something, you're like, okay, I wrote this down. This is what I'm supposed to be lifting today. And your body's just not having it. So I should have humbled myself, should have dropped the weight some. The only positive I can take from this is I was able to keep tension on the muscle when I was bringing the weights up and down. So yeah. But don't worry, your boy redeemed himself on these rear delt raises. You see myself, it's just me versus me looking in that mirror. I had to really lock in because after I did this set, I didn't even watch any of these videos back at the time. So this is just my raw feedback, seeing it for the first time. But I knew I played myself, so I was like, nah, I can't do that with the rear delts. Gotta go light, gotta feel the squeeze. So again, when we talk about the intent being to build as much muscle as possible, and I have to be careful when I say this, you do want to implement training to failure from time to time. But I do feel like it's overstated in the fitness community right now, where pretty much people are telling you if you don't train to failure, every single time you train, you're not gonna build muscle. That's absolutely not true. You need to use it as nitrous in a car. It's like being in Fast and Furious, you're at the last part of the race and you wanna hit the nitrous, go for it. But you can't hit nitrous every single point of the race, otherwise you'll blow up your engine. So once you get a strong foundation, once you've been training ideally for a few years and your form is crispy, using failure training can and will put more muscle on your body. Don't sleep on the MTM, Isaiah. I'm trying to tell you all. And if you're blessed enough to get married one day, trust me, fellas, your wife is going to love the hip movement. You got to learn to move the hips, fellas. Move the hips. Anyways, finish off with some tricep press downs and also some close grip bench that I didn't record, just to finish off the triceps. All right, y'all, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Skinny to Pro. I hope you enjoyed the feedback that I'm giving you all and myself on this upper body day. I think it's really important that whenever you're in any stage of your journey, whether you're at the beginning, whether you're in the middle, whether you consider yourself an expert, you always need to try and be objective as possible with yourself, which is why I was critiquing my own form and basically saying, hey, I should have did a little bit more here. This is where I could have been better. I feel like that's really missing. Even as an expert, I still make mistakes. There's still certain sets where I'm like, I could have felt that more. I could have pressed, I could have had my chin tucked, all those different things. So I hope you all enjoy the vulnerability, and I hope you all are enjoying the journey. And most importantly, I hope you all are taking part in this journey and looking to improve yourself. So without further ado, you already know what's up. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so anytime I drop, you're ready for the next episode of Skinny to Pro. I know there's been some beard video requests, so I'm looking to do one of those in the near future. So I'll turn on the notification bell so that way you won't miss any of my new drops, regardless what they are. Tap that like button, tap it, and of course, as always, jump down in the comments. Comment down below. It's a family environment. Don't go crazy. I love feedback. I love honesty. I love vulnerability in the comments, but let's keep it sane. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it nice. Let's encourage each other, all right? And then without further ado, I love you all, but most importantly, Jesus loves you. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.